everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm Shravya. I do videos on agriculture and study in agriculture, everything related to it, particularly in the United States, because I have done my master's in plant science and also I recently graduated. So I have been doing these videos to help out the agriculture community out there, mainly for the international students, because it's been very difficult for me when I was trying to look up for information, and getting to know the information in this age is like, come on guys, it's minimum thing, right? Okay, so in this video I'm going to talk about what are the exams or what are the tests that you need to take or that are required to get an admission into any university in the United States. So let's straight away go into the video. The information in this video is particularly for the international community out there, like whichever country it is, because these are the exams that you need to take in order to apply for any university or to get an admission, because these are the minimum criteria that the universities require. And the ones that I'm going to discuss in this, not all the universities require all of this, but some of the university might require some of this, and the process goes on and on. So basically there are two type of exams that you need to take. So I'm talking in a broad sense. The first one is English language proficiency exams, and the second one is standardized exams. Let's discuss the English proficiency exams. If you are already searching for some of these, then you will be very much familiar with it, but let me tell you like what are the different kinds of English exams that you need to take for coming to the United States, because our first language is not English, and it's like a primary requirement for any student to come to the United States. Not only United States, but also like to the other countries, mainly for the UK. They also require English proficiency tests. So it's nothing wrong with taking an exam, and you can also try to apply for Canada or UK or Europe. I don't think Europe requires an IELTS exam, if I'm not wrong. I mean like English proficiency exam. But if you once take this exam, you can apply for not only for the US, but also for different countries of your choice. So there are 4 exams that you can consider when you're looking for taking an English proficiency test. First one is, as you already know and most of the people are familiar with, it's IELTS, and the full form is International English Language Testing System. Honestly, I didn't know the full form of IELTS until and unless I'm making this video. This is a fun fact. Okay, jokes apart, so this is one of the common exam most of the students take, and even I took the exam. So if you wanted to know more information about how to prepare for this exam and what is the schedule for this exams, you can do check out my video which I have done previously, which I'll be linking down in the description, or you can find it somewhere here. And the second is TOEFL exam, and it stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language. So these are the 2 most commonly taken tests for any students who wanted to wish to come to the other countries, mainly US, UK and Canada. And the third one is PTE, Pearson Test of English. So this is also one of the common tests. Nowadays students are showing their interest in taking this exam. Also, I got some of the questions about, can I take a PTE exam instead of IELTS or TOEFL? Well, it depends on which university you're applying for. And if I'm not wrong, now the universities are accepting mostly any exam of English proficiency test, but there are some universities which are like very particular, like they only need IELTS or they only need TOEFL, something like that. So what I would suggest is list down all the universities that you wanted to apply for, and then see what is the requirement of English proficiency test that they are asking, and then go ahead and apply for that exam, and then prepare for it and then just write for it. Most of the universities, like state universities, they either accept IELTS, TOEFL or PTE. I mean, it depends on the university, and also it depends on the choice of the student. If you wanted to take an IELTS exam, then you can definitely go ahead and take. Personally, my choice, I took IELTS, but in my university, which is University of Maryland College Park, they also accepted the TOEFL score, but it's my choice of writing that IELTS exam, so I just took it. And the fourth one is Duolingo English test. So these are all the four different kinds of English exams which you can take based on your choice. One suggestion I would like to give here is list down the universities and see which university is accepting what score and write that exam accordingly. And also, I would say take an exam which most of the universities are accepting in your list, so that it would be easy for you to apply as many universities as you can. Coming to the second category, which is standardized tests. There are so many different kinds of tests in this category, and not all of them are required for all the universities. So let's go deep into it. The first one is the most common test that every student takes is GRE, which is Graduate Record Examination. This test usually tests the student in general academic skills, subject specific knowledge in certain fields. So the GRE is also two types, subject specific and general GRE. So you have to choose which GRE you wanted to take, but most of the people take general GRE, and even I took the general one. So it depends on which course you are coming for. And mainly for agriculture, I don't think you need to take a subject specific, but depends on which category you're belonging to. The second most commonly taken test, so it is Graduate Management Admission Test. This test is mostly taken if you are applying for an MBA course. So if you're applying for an agribusiness management, so most of the universities might require, so this can be like a minimum requirement for getting an admission or even applying for an university, to make that your application is considered. In some universities there is also choice, like either you can write GRE or GMAT for some business related courses. So you have to check out each university website, or maybe the university that you are interested in, to know what are the exact requirements of that particular university, because as I said it million times, each university is different and they operate in different way. And the last exam is the SAT or ACT. SAT is Scholastic Assessment Test. ACT is American College Test. These two tests are mainly taken by the undergraduates, who wanted to or who wish to study undergraduate in any agricultural university or maybe any university in the United States. They need to take this test because these assess the English language skills of the student and the reading comprehension. So it's like a group of things that they test in these two different tests of ACT and SAT. Also, one more suggestion that I would like to give you here is, before taking tests, or if you're skeptical about what you need to study or what you need to write, and you are confident like, okay, I'm going to this university, then you can do one thing. There will be an academic advisor for every university, so you can email them and ask for guidance for preparation and what are the requirements that you need to do, everything about getting started with this process. So these are some of the suggestions that I feel that you need to know even before starting to applying for any of the universities in the United States. I think I covered everything that needs to be done. So even before starting to getting an admission into any of the universities, I highly encourage and recommend you to take these two different tests, which are important for the universities to get an admission. There are also some other universities which are accepting applications and giving admissions even without having any GRE scores. Honestly, if it is a good university and the university is having like a higher standards, or maybe considered as like one of the best universities in the world, then it does require a GRE, and it requires a higher score of GRE. Just an information, no pressure. These are the tests that you need to take if you're considering for getting an admission into the United States. This is all about it. See you all in the next video. Until then, Shravya signing off. Bye.